I could see, on the billboard of the magazine, it's really hot.
I see you came representing your favorite gear here. You got the little like cheetah shoes matching with the cheetah shirt going on, the gold necklace. What's your personal style inspiration?
Personal style, I would say like a modern Caesar. No, I'm just kidding. I love Italian fashion. My mom is partly Italian, so I go with Versace a lot. And this is actually Yves Saint Laurent, and this is Dolce. So, it's kind of like a mixture Italian-French love affair with fashion.
And do you think there's a style that should be forgotten? Like, a lot of styles come back and after like 10 years. What would you say is something that you feel like should never be brought back?
Well, never should be brought back. That's hard to say because sometimes you really hate something one year and then it comes back in such a hit. I believe that the most important is to just keep it hot and cool and enjoy that fashion is just part of expression of your personality, whatever you have in your heart, whoever you are, if you own it, you own it, it's part of the journey. But of course the mistake and the failure can be sometimes the best thing you can do. Sometimes you can be the worst dressed. Look at what Joan Rivers was giving this All Stars with attention. So sad that she passed away. Actually, we have this project that from a very big fashion house. My first album is coming soon to US, and we wanted to present it to her and be part of the show. But some people they are just gone too soon. It's very tragic.
And I know you do a lot of writing. What inspires you when you are writing and creating music?
Well, when I write, I just, I wanted to have fun, but also a very positive message of having people together, and without any borders, just like the force of nature, the energy that keeps you away from the stress of every day because, now in the economy we have such tough times and the kids, they're growing up sometimes in really hard moments. So music should inspire and motivate, and that's what I try to do. The new single titled Here We Go, I just will release maybe in a month or two, and it's for me a great pleasure. I perform in Poland since I was 5 years old, so now to come to America, I was signed by Michael Jackson's manager Frank Gilliam, and working with producers like Sean Garrett. It's amazing. It's a beautiful, beautiful dream come true and American dream proof. You know what I mean?
And then what would you say that the single is going to sound like? Is there something that is similar to, or is it like a totally different thing?
It's a different thing. It's kind of funky pop, It has a bit of hip hop and also dance to it. I like very energetic performances. So, I always say to my producers, what? When we do my music, it has to be on steroids. It has to be, kind of bigger and
big energy.
And be open for a fusion. Like go from, the hip hop and like really classic hip hop from 90s as inspiration to kind of like a Tiesto techno, and let's put it together and do something new. So, some producers, they kind of run away when they see me coming to the studio. But some of them, like, I have this amazing guy from Europe. He's Swedish and Polish, Nosko, and he has this take on the worldwide music that not one genre makes the music. It's actually about all the genres and about what is you. Again, like with fashion, I mean, who would think sometimes, you'd put this with this and on some person can be a disaster. I hope not on me tonight.
It works for you, man.
All
Listen,
right.
I want to take the shirt home with me right now.
Perfect. The jungle shirt.
The jungle shirt. Yeah. One more question for you. I know you mentioned you're working with Michael Jackson's manager or producers, and who influences you musically? Like, who did you grow up to that you really love, that you take their sound and you kind of merge it into your own thing as well?
Yeah, you know what? I was growing up in Poland, and even though my heritage is Swedish and Italian, but it was, a post-communistic time in Poland, so the music was limited from America. But I had this luck that when I was maybe 3 or 4, we already started to get Michael Jackson and all that stuff from 90s, the huge performers of 90s. So I believe that 90s Michael, that influenced me the most first, but then I discovered Elvis and I became obsessed about Elvis, like all of his dance moves and the style and the
And I think he took some of those dance moves, from several, like James Brown and a lot of those other people.
Amazing, James Brown was just like so special, and it was sometimes when you are in a different country and you're really far away from something, the influence becomes not only an influence, but it becomes part of your life as a role model, hero, and you look up to them. And then I met Michael when he came first time to Poland. I met him twice.
And what was that like?
And it was just like meeting, Superman. I was, this little kid running, and Michael Jackson, wow! And then I got signed by his European team, and I was performing there in Europe still. Since I was finished with my teenage career in Europe, I moved to US and I got signed with Michael Jackson's manager, Frank Derrial. So that was fantastic. Just amazing story. I never met Michael though in America. I came here and then he passed away. And then Frank was looking for a new artist and he signed me. I don't know how, but that happened. So it was great.
And then you have your favorite Michael Jackson move. Can you bust a Michael Jackson move right now? I know you can do it. It'll go with that shirt and those shoes.
Well, I promised to myself that as inspiration from Michael or Elvis, I really don't want to copy anything from them. I really wanted to do something very original and like they were doing. Michael was very inspired by Elvis, and I must tell you what we do right now. We kind of do the martial arts with b-boying and pop choreography. It will be hard to now present it, but it's coming. So my first single very soon.
All right, well, congratulations, and tell us your name again and let us know where your fans can find the single.
Absolutely. Hey, my name is Kuba. We are straight live here from Los Angeles. You can find me on my website, kubaka.com. Ciao.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Okay.